Draws it in low, and there it is. It's Deli Bashiro.
What's a goal there coming from Deli Bashiro in the 86th minute for Nigeria as they were able to defeat Libya. What a tough game. That particular game was not an easy one. Welcome you on the show. Weekend Sport on Trust TV. Adeni G. Time to take you around the world of sport. And we know it's at least a FIFA window where international matches are being played across the globe. Be it in Africa, that's a CAF, AFCON 2025 qualifiers. Be it Combo, UEFA Nations League. Not forgetting even the Asian teams are also playing as the FIFA winner, like I said, and all these teams are seriously trying to see how they qualify for those who are going for the World Cup and those who are actually doing their own intercontinental competition there. Well, we'll be looking at that today. Nigeria versus Libya. What a match. It was a tough one. First half, goalless. Second half, the goal had to come from substitute Dele Bashiru. It was a tough one. All the entire players really tried to see how they can score goals, but it wasn't just coming. In fact, the one that was scored was actually ruled for offside, the one by Ademola Lookman. We'll be looking at all that together, the performance of Eagles. Did we miss Victor Osimhen or not? What's happening to that team? Iguavoin and the substitute of the kind of player he played. We still remember against Benin Republic and Libya, rather Rwanda, where you actually opted for 3-4-3 that worked like magic. But this time around, decided to go for the 4-3-3 and seems not to be working well. But we'll be looking at that all together in the studio. While we also look at matches for this weekend in the MPFL, match day 6, matches to be up there. Not forgetting all the results across Africa, and also we're looking at our Group D. Nigeria, we are still top there, but just slightly ahead of Benin Republic, who was able to win their game convincingly 3-0 in that particular encounter. Congrats to them too, but they are trailing us. We have 7 points, and all that we'll be looking at. And we also have the chance to talk to us by the time we open the phone line for you to also, let's review the game together. How did you see that game? Was there even light in your area? A lot of Nigerians are always complaining concerning because PSCN actually do the magic anytime matches are coming up like that. But right now, we'll be looking or focusing on Nigeria versus Libya. What went down yesterday over there at Goswe Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. That's what we're reviewing this morning alongside Muhammad Ali is here in the studio. Not the one that boxed. This Muhammad Ali is a sports enthusiast. Good to have you, Muhammad.
Thank you.
Okay, so we run through some stories. Right now we are focusing on Nigeria versus Libya. The first leg match. The second leg will be coming up on Tuesday over there in Libya. But right now, we're talking about the one that happened yesterday in Nigeria. Let's start with that. First of all, you just saw the clip of that goal scored by Dele Bashiru from that cross pulled out by Moses Simon. It was a tough game between the two nations. It's like Libya came packing the bus, packing everything they could use to pack against us, and their goalkeeper too was able to save them to some extent. You just have to appreciate their goalkeeper. But right now, the match is over. Let's review it together. You watched the match, and from your own point of view, how did you rate Eagles? What did you see in that game?
Thank you. I thought we did very well. I thought it was a good game. We came into that game as huge favorites to win. Our last 8 games against Libya, we won 6 of the games, draw 1 and lost just 1. And also you can see recently, under Iguavoin, you can see that our team is actually doing well. You can see that we're improving. So we came into the game as huge favorites, and on the day 2, we proved why we're favorites. It was difficult. It was always going to be difficult against a Libyan team that came to pack the bus. They played a 4-5-1. Very low, 4 defenders, 5 midfielders. The midfielders were close to the defense, and then they had 1 striker up front. The starting position of their striker was almost in the midfield, average starting position. So it was difficult. It was difficult for us to break them down, but we did very well. The goal came in. We should have scored in the 11th minute. Iwobi had a chance. He didn't take it. If we had taken that chance, the Libyans would have come out, and it would have created more spaces for the Eagles, and that would have we probably would have scored more goals. Their goalkeeper was the man of the match, if you ask me. He made series of saves, and that he is the main reason why that game ended 1-0. I thought the Eagles did very well. We had lots of chances, 15 attempts, 5 on goal. Lots of possession, 65% possession. The Libyans didn't have a shot on target. They had 2 shots off target, no corner kicks for them. We dominated them. 1-0 flattered them, actually. We should have scored more goals, but we didn't. We'll take the 1-0. I thought we did very well, if you ask me.
Okay, looking at the general review coming from Muhammad Ali, the guest in the studio concerning that game between Nigeria and Libya. It was a tough one. If you look at the analysis of that game, statistics-wise, yes, we dominated it, but the goals were not coming. What happened? What went wrong? Well, that's what we're looking at together on the show this hour. Really, Eagles came out smoking. They really tried their best, but the goals were not just coming. Thanks to the goalkeeper of Libya, thanks to the entire team who actually packed the train, all the balls this time around. They fought hard against Nigeria. And we can imagine what will happen in the second leg. Well, the man on the screen there, Bashiru, really, he came on and was able to actually wallop in that particular shot to beat that goalkeeper, who was not even looking at that side.
Yes. I mean, the goal was coming, to be honest. We should have scored earlier, like I said. Simon Moses, for me, probably the man of the match. He did very well. He started at the right wing, but within 20 minutes, it wasn't working. The coach, I love Eguavon. I love what he's doing with this team. He changed it up a bit. Moses Simon went to the left, and he caused lots of trouble for the Libyan defense. They couldn't handle him. All our attacks kept coming from the left. Him and Oyemachi, the left back, they combined very well. And then for the goal, Moses Simon brought in that cross, good cross, cut inside, made that cross, and then Dele Bashir was there to finish it. Really lovely goal. Good substitutions from Eguavon. Really good. I thought, good one.
Okay. Maybe we should just, as we're talking about that goal, rather the match, maybe we should just digress a bit and look at the substitution that was made. Because if you look at it, he actually tried to see how he can get goal when the goals were not coming, and he begins to make some solutions. Let's have it. The solution that was actually made yesterday in that game. It was a tough match, really. You look at the subs now. Victor Boniface actually came up, and then you have Taiwo Awoniyi in. Alex Iwobi also was out. Then Fisao Dele Bashiru came on, and that was it. Ndidi also out. Raphael Yudiga came in. For Ademola Lookman too, we saw Shimi Ajayi also coming in. And you look at this particular substitution. From you, can you say all the solutions were really perfect?
Yes, they were. Like I said, credit to Eguavon. He was really tactical. Like I said, he started with Lookman on the right, and then he started with Lookman on the left, and then Simon on the right. But he saw it wasn't working. He changed it, and then it worked. And then his substitutions. Dele came in. We saw Dele come in. We saw Onyedika come in also, and then for Wilfred Ndidi. That also changed the game. And then at some point, Chikwueze also came in I'm not sure who he came in for, but he came in, went to the right. He did very well. Moses Simon was doing well. Lookman went to the middle. He was orchestrating things from the middle of the park, and that opened up everything for us. I mean, we had all the possession, so why not go for it? And he went for it. We played with lots of attacking players. I think at the end of the day, we had about 6-7 attackers on the pitch, attack-minded players, and that brought about the goal, really.
Now, talking about this particular match, a player who is really trying to see how he can score goals, pressure has been on Victor Boniface. A lot of Nigerians are asking questions on the way banging goal for Bayer Leverkusen in German Bundesliga. He really wants to score here. And I remember Coach Eguavon saying, well, he needs to work. He will meet with him. He will talk with him and at least see how he can at least maybe pep talk with him that don't dress the ball too much, so that go for the goals. That's why you are put there. Go for the goal. Don't act like Romario. Maybe we can have a snippet of Eguavon there while he was talking about Victor Boniface. Let's have it quickly, where Eguavon was actually addressing the press about that particular match.
Decides on time. I think Boniface will score a lot of goals. I'll speak to him about that.
Well, really looking at that particular short snippet there between, that's the coach, Eguavon, talking about that. But you look at Victor Boniface have not been able to get the goals he wants to get. And it's been like club side, you are always doing so well here. He's a prolific striker. You can just bet with that. But right now, what is wrong? What do you think is missing concerning Victor Boniface not banging the goals?
Yes, you're right. I mean, he has played 8 games or about 6-7 games for the Eagles. No goals yet. He's only 22. He's still learning. He's still improving. I heard his coach in Bayer Leverkusen, Xabi Alonso, also said he was going to, there were levels that Boniface could reach. He hasn't gotten to that level yet. Let's not forget, he's only 22. I believe the goals will come. When he gets one, it opens the floodgates sometimes. So I think we should give him time. time. Yes. He's not absolutely at that level where we want for now, but I think the goals will come in. He did okay, but the goals would come. We should give him time. He's just only 22.
You know, the pressure is always there as a striker, especially when it comes to Nigeria. If you don't score goals, your debut, after that, and it keeps going, people begin to ask questions. Well, as it is right now, can you say, did we miss Osimhen or what?
Oh yes, I mean Victor Osimhen. Any team in Africa that has Victor Osimhen on their books and he's absent and he's unable to play would always miss him. He's a quality player. We missed him. We missed his power. We missed his running behind. We missed his closing down. We missed his presence. Any team would miss Victor Osimhen. So yes, we missed him. Sadly, we didn't have him. But then. I believe Boniface will do well. And then we have Awoniyi on the bench. We could mix it up a bit. We have Awoniyi, we have Iheanacho. We could try it a bit. We could try either of them. Maybe take Boniface out of the equation a bit, give him some time, let him clear his head, and then bring him back in. But yes, obviously, any team will miss Victor Osimhen, and we did.
If you look at Victor Boniface after that match, it was obvious that he wasn't happy that the goals have not actually come up to him now. The pressure is there, and he, like you said, maybe the coach just needs to stay a bit, get your head cleared. By the time they get to Libya, you can start Awoniyi or start Iheanacho. Then let Boniface come in. Let that hunger come. That yes, I just have to prove a point there, because I still remember when the camp commander was trying to even greet him, it was a bit stiff. He wasn't really happy at all. But we've been looking at the Nigeria versus Libya match. That review is actually going on right now in the studio with Muhammad Ali here, the first time on the studio. And like I said, he's not a boxer. Anyway, but seriously, that match was a tough one for Super Eagles of Nigeria. It was a very tough match. Libyans came ready. They really came handy against us. They fought hard. They packed the bus, packed the train, packed any kind of vehicle that could be packed. And they were almost running away with it. 86th minute before the goal could come. And it was a tough decision. But finally, the Libya was able to beat that goalkeeper, who seems to be he was able to man the whole entire team. And I also noticed something yesterday. Ademola Lookman was being followed by the defender, was all around him. It was like they really saw our clips, worked on that, and they really worked on Ademola Lookman with all his style, all his moves they were following it. It took, in fact, extra effort for him to be able to make one or two flashes that we used to dazzle with those leg overs, and he seemed to work out yesterday. Yes.
I mean, it was a difficult game for Ademola Lookman. He's a star man. In my opinion, Ademola Lookman. Sorry. In my opinion, he's the African Footballer of the Year. He would win it this year, in my opinion. So everybody knows him. All the teams know him. So they try to close him down. We saw him in the Europa final. We saw how many goals he got. He's a star man, and yes, he should get used to being marked closely nowadays.
Now, while we're talking about that, look at that. I remember the goal he scored. Let's look at the graphics before we just have a flash of the video. From the way it is, some are saying it's offside, some are saying it's onside. Well, before he actually moved in, get that pass, the arrow shows him ahead, or rather at the front of the three back line of Libyan team, the Nigerian Knights. From your own side of the view, before he made that move, you call it offside or is onside?
No, there's no way. With what you just showed me, there's no way this is offside. He's clearly onside.
Okay, let's have the video, because we also have the clip there. Briefly, look at it from this side of it. From this side now, we've seen good. Look at it, the way it appeared, but the referee adjudged it to be off.
It's a shame, really. If there's no angle you show me, this was clearly onside.
Well, maybe because there was no VAR.
That's what I was going to say. You took the words out of my mouth. Definitely because there's no VAR. There's no way this is offside. He was clearly onside when the ball left the boots of the player that passed it to him. We should have scored here. It's a shame this goal got chalked out, but it's clearly onside. He wasn't even close to being offside. You can see the left back, the right back of the Libyans playing him clearly onside. He was clearly onside. Should have been a goal.
Well, just hope that CAF will do everything possible to make sure this VAR will always stand. Because if we look at it, before Chukwueze tipped that ball to him, it was obvious that we have three backline players standing before he actually moved in with his speed. But if you look at it from here, really, you want to say it's not offside. But well, the referee, he is the arbiter. So since he said it's not offside, it just has to be. In fact, they almost want to rule out the Fisayo's goal if everything goes well. But really, we're talking about this particular match. A tough one for Eagles there. First leg, 1-0 in favor of Nigeria, and we're able to get the 3 points at stake. Now, if you look at our table, Group D table, yes, we are topping. We have 7 points. Benin Republic won against Rwanda 3-0, and they are behind us with 6 points. And that's a tough one, really big pressure. Although the first 2 teams were able to qualify, but we know that Eagles will do everything possible, because the second leg, Libya will really come out against us. Let's have that Group D, as we're talking about that Group D table for this particular group. You look at it, we're having 7 right now. If I won that game, we should be on 9. And then we go to Libya, probably get a draw, or in fact win and get either 12 points or 10 points, which automatically will be able to qualify with without playing the remaining 2 matches. But right now we are having 7, they are having 6. The Republic are having 6, we're having 7. It's a tough one.
Yes, obviously, it is a tough one. It's a tight group. Benin Republic didn't do us any favors by winning yesterday, but we're on top. We're on top of it. We're on top of it. 3 games played, we have 7 points. That's great. We won 2 games, got a draw. That's good. I think that's good enough, actually. Like you said earlier, I think 2 teams qualify from the group. We're in good position to make it through. Actually, we are. I see us going through easily, actually.
Well, okay, looking at the table right now, you look at Nigeria, we've played 33 matches. Now we have 7. Benin Republic, they have 6. Libya 2, Rwanda 1. Mathematically, we are playing Libya next, and it's an away game. If we draw, we're having 8 points. Benin Republic, they face Rwanda. If they win, they have 9 points. Right?
Yeah.
And now
absolutely.
Libya, if they win, they'll be going for 5 points. If they draw, they will have 3 points. Rwanda draw or win 4-2. Now Nigeria, Benin will be having 9 that's if they win. But if they draw, they have 7, and if they lose, they have 6. Libya wins, they have 5. If they draw, they have 3. Nigeria wins, they have 10. If they draw, they have 8. And that's not too good at all. Even though we know, yes, we are topping the group, we must just give chance. We must give chance to Libya, Benin Republic to at least get anything past us. But from the way it is, we know Eagles will make it. It's at least a tough one there. Goal difference, you have 4. That is ahead of every other one so far. Well, for Benin Republic, they have 1. Libya -3. Rwanda -2. I think the race is between Nigeria and Benin Republic. Both of them will be able to cross over.
Yes. I mean, you'd expect that, but with your permutation now, it actually looks tighter. If Libya should beat us, and then the group gets tighter. But for me, honestly, I've seen this Nigerian team under Eguavoen, and this team is really, really good. The game against Benin Republic, they dominated that game, won easily. The game against Rwanda, yes, it was goalless. We had about 20 shots on attempts. Yesterday, we had about 15 attempts. Against Benin Republic, we had about 15 attempts. So you can see that this team is actually playing very well. So I'm really not worried about this team qualifying. This is a good team. I like this crop of players. I like what Eguavoen is doing with them. I like the commitment of these players. You can see they want to win. You can see how hungry they are. We're going to make it through to this group easily, to be honest.
No, seriously, a big one there concerning Nigeria versus Libya match. We've been talking about it, reviewing what really happened, the entire happening around that game over there in Uyo. Well, as we're talking about that, let's look at someone, the goalkeeper, Libya goalkeeper, really was in that game. Let me use that word. He really came out. He did well. It was as if he was playing against entire 11 players of Super Eagles. All the arrows are being shot at him. He was really at his best. And a lot of people are saying, okay, this is a good goalkeeper. Man, at times, if you don't test goalkeeper with all the kind of pressure, you will know the best out, you will get the best out of them. That goalkeeper seemed to really deserve to get accolades yesterday.
Yes, I mean, absolutely, 100%. If you ask me, he was the man of the match. If you ask me, really, he did very, very well. He did very well. And I found out he plays his football in Libya. He plays his football here in Africa. He's African based. So it's good to know that in Africa, we still have good talents in Africa. He was the man of the match.
And he's almost looking like Ronaldo from the back. Look at him. He's almost from the back anyway.
Yes, I mean, I'm not surprised. Not Africans. They tend to look like this. But he was really good. Really, really good. Our goalkeeper, on the other hand, didn't have any save to make. He didn't make any save at all. Yes, he had a good day. It was a good day at the office for him. He wasn't pressured at all. Like I said earlier, the Libyans had only 2 shots and it was off target. But this boy right here, I thought he was the man of the match, if you ask me. He got a yellow card for time wasting. He got a few knocks. We could see them wasting time. You know the Libyans, you know the North African teams, they like to waste time. And they wasted a lot of time yesterday.
And I must commend the referee for not, whatever, waste the time, I will take it back, the time.
Yes,
I love the way he actually did it.
Yes, he did great. I mean, he gave the goalkeeper a yellow card. He gave a defender a yellow card for time wasting. He kept pointing at his watch saying, listen, I know. And you know the funny thing, when we scored them, they wanted to come back and equalize. When the referee ended the game, they were complaining about time. And they were the one wasting.
They have forgotten how the time they were wasting.
Exactly.
Anyway, we've been looking at this game, Nigeria versus Libya, first leg, that encounter that happened yesterday over there. Your tough match there. Mohamed Ali has been in the studio with us, and right now we'll talk a bit about, well, just briefly, and then we'll open the phone line. If you look at Supporters Club, we have their clip there too. It's always very, Nigerians seem to have, maybe because I'm in Nigeria anyway, but if you check worldwide, our Supporters Club always stand out. The way they support the team, their outfits, the way they paint themselves, green, white, green, is always looking so colorful, beautiful. You want to look at them. Just imagine this. imagine this scenario. You're a footballer. You look at people supporting you like this. It's always very artistic, very lovely to actually behold. Look at this.
Yeah. I mean, lovely to be honest. I mean, I was watching the game and I also thought about it. I thought, wow, since I was a kid, actually, I've known these fans. I've known our Eagles to have supporters clubs, and they've always done well. You hear the trumpets, you hear them singing. You heard yesterday at the point they were singing, they were doing they were doing all that. They were booing the Libyans when they got a touch. So yeah, they were lovely actually. I love the fans.
Lovely. Amazing fans there. Supporters Club Nigeria, even though we have right now, they are yet to get, they have a national body, but we have different factions, but hopefully they will come together. But really, anytime Eagles are going out or even playing at home, you see them coming out with different attire, different colors, painting, green, white, green, always making you feel so proud of yourself as a Nigerian. Kudos to them for always support Eagles and also giving them those moral boosts that they need. You hear the trumpet at least blowing, and you have the drummers beating drum for 90 minutes. In fact, till infinity, till the match or the referee blow the whistle to end the game. They are always there, clapping their hands, singing, supporting Eagles everywhere. They deserve all the accolades they are getting. And right now, it's time to also open the phone line. Remember, please, when you are calling us, stay away from your TV set. Make your point. Tell us your name, your location, and where you are calling from. We are reviewing that game, Nigeria versus Libya. How did you see the game? Was there even light in your area to watch? If there was light, did you watch the game? How was it? Was Ademola Lookman, the goal, deserved to be actually ruled offside? Or what about the entire match, the goal scored by Dele Bashiru, the coach style, well, the formation 4-3-3, it didn't work out well? All these questions coming your way to talk about it. You have the floor right now. Nigerians, wherever you are, call that number. Let's have you. While Mohamed Ali will also be talking from the studio, then we'll continue to pick your calls there. Don't forget your name, your location, stay away from your TV set, and let's run this together. Back to you, Mohamed. When you look at the entire games we've played so far, Benin Republic, Rwanda away, Benin Republic at home, and also this one at home. Of the 3 matches, which of the match so far, of the match has been, at least you kind of, okay, this is our best match, minus the goals now. I know we score goals well against Benin Republic, but if you have to pick your best match out of the 3.
To be honest, I would pick the Libyan game yesterday. I would pick that game yesterday. Now, a lot of people would look at, if you didn't watch that game, you look at it and say it was just 1-0. No, it was not. It was not just 1-0. It was the most one-sided 1-0 I've ever watched. We totally dominated that game from start to finish. Like I said earlier, we had a chance in the 11th minute. We didn't take it. From start to end, it was all Eagles. Our goalkeeper didn't have a shot to save.
Nigerians are reacting. They don't want to say anything. They said you have actually had the floor, so it's their time.
Okay, let's go.
Hello, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, good to have you on the show. Weekend Sport on Trust TV.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Okay, your name, your location.
I am Abubakar Nafi, calling from Toro.
Okay, good to have you on the show.
Yes. Thank you. The yesterday match was so exciting. Though the match was so difficult for our strikers because the Libyans really tight their defense.
We are hearing you. Go on.
Okay. So I hope by next match
Can you stay away from your TV set? Your TV set is a bit loud, or you turn down the volume.
Okay. Okay. So I hope next match they will put more pressure and know how to break through the Libyan defense.
Okay, good one. At least we can hear you.
Really, yes. So that is my contribution. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Abubakar from Zoro there. We appreciate your time with us. Well, you just heard what you said, that it was a tough game. It was a tough game, but at least Nigeria was able to pull their own through, and at least the victory that we needed, we got the 3-point at stake. So go back to what you were saying.
Yes, I was saying before our lovely caller called in, I'll pick the Libyan game because we totally dominated. Ball possession, 65% possession. We had 15 attempts. We had 5 on targets. It was a good game for us. I saw the zeal. I saw the players. I thought they did very well. I thought they did very well, to be honest.
Okay, let's have another caller there. Good to have you on the show, Weekend Sport. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello. Yes, can you please turn down the volume of your TV, please? Okay, so like I said, if you are calling us, you have to pick one of the two. Either you turn down the volume of your TV, or you stay away from your TV and talk to us so that we can both hear each other. Well, we've been talking concerning Nigeria versus Libya. It was a tough match. Nigeria won 1-0. Courtesy Dele Bashiru's goal 86 minutes, and it was a tough one because we dominated, but we were able to win it. Right now, we have another caller there. Hello, are you there? Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good to have you on Weekend Sport.
Okay, I'm in Cuba.
You said?
I can hear you, I'm in Cuba.
We can't hear you well, please. Can you come up here?
No.
Okay, Yusuf, from where? Okay. Well, please, can you turn down the volume of your TV so that we can hear you? Okay, I don't see understand when you give simple instruction. Turn down your TV set, or you stay away from the place so that we can hear both of us talking. Okay, back to you. You said you rated Libyan game for you as the best out of the 3 matches they played in this AFCON qualifier. You're not looking at the goals scored now. You're looking at the performance of the team because they had at least 65% dominance ahead of their the Libyan counterpart, which a lot of Nigerians want to agree with. Some will pick the match against Benin Republic because we score more goals. Some want to say, okay, playing away to Rwanda, it was a tough one, was goalless, we were able to hold our own. But so far, generally, out of the 3 matches, if you are to rate Augustine Guavon right now, I'm not talking about the past, I'm talking about these 3 matches, this new Guavon. Okay, before you talk about it, hello, are you there?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good to have you on the show Weekend Sport.
Thank you. I'm Mark from Taraba.
Okay, Mark, how is Taraba? Is it Jalingo?
Yes, sir, it's fine. Jalingo is fine.
Okay, let's have it.
Yes, from what I observed from the game, I think Nigeria needs to get a more creative midfielders
Okay.
because we just depend on our flanks more often, and when they are being cut down, it gets hard for us to win the game. We need creative players that provide chances, most especially for the number 9.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I observed from the game. Monkey is not really doing a great job creating more chances up front.
So from your own view now, you want more creativity in the middle of the park, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you play football?
Yes, I play football.
As a professional or just behind the house football?
Upcoming. Very
Okay, I think I got you there, right? I wanted to ask you if you play professional football is not easy, we know that, but since you play behind the house, thank you so much. Mark from Jalingo, Taraba State. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so you just listen to Mark. From Mark believes that we need more creativity in the middle of the park. We need to at least allow balls to flow so that easily striker can get the ball to go and score. Well, 2 in 1 for you. You agree with that? And also the one we were talking about before the calls.
With what he said, I mean, I understand Nigerians, we miss Okocha. We've not gotten past Okocha. But then we have to understand that kind of talent, Okocha had is once in a time. It doesn't happen all the time. It's iconic. So you can't have that all the time. France also miss Zidane. And Argentina also miss Maradona, would probably miss Messi when he goes. So we have to move on from the Okocha era. It's not easy finding those kind of players. I understand what he's saying. He wants a player that can beat 2-3 players, and then we have space, and then we can slip somebody in. But we don't have that at this moment. At this time, Iwobi is trying to do that. He's trying his best. It's not an easy job. But yeah, hopefully we can work with what we have, and we can continue to enjoy the players we have.
We have so many players that have come to take that number 10 or that midfield, and it has never been the way JJ Machal, the midfield for Nigeria. Really, JJ Okocha is an iconic player, because up to this moment, Nigeria, we always, if you watch football when he was playing and now, you always want to refer back to, we are yet to get that particular player to hold it down. Well, and even in the strike force, we've got so many strikers too. Okay, we have another caller there on the show. Let's have it. Good, okay. Now, I was asking you about Iguavoin. If you had to rate him for these 3 matches after he took over, I'm not talking about the ones he did, but these 3 matches, how would you rate Cerezo?
Honestly, to be honest, I've been really impressed with his team, to be honest. I like the way they play. I like the way they're always on the front foot, always attacking, creating chances and all that. So I'm really impressed with this team.
Okay, let's go back to Nigerians calling in there. We have a caller. Hello, are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Evangelist Ogunnaike calling from Djibouti, Ogun State.
Okay, Evangelist Ogunnaike, right?
Yes, from Djibouti, Ogun State.
Okay, how is Djibouti this morning?
Djibouti is fine and cool.
I can hear it from your voice. Let's have it quickly.
Yes. Yes, I just want to contribute that I congratulate Nigeria Super Eagles for winning the match. But I was not all that impressed. Gone are the days of JJ Okocha and Kanu, Nwanko, and others. I really commend that goalkeeper Wabali. Were it not for him, we would have, been defeated. I want our Super Eagles to put more power, vibrancy in whatever they do. It reminds me of the time of Mutiu Adepoju. Those ones are high footballers, and Peter Rufai and Joseph Yobo, the keeper at that time. So they should put more vibrancy. They should not be complacent. They should increase their speed and their practice, and they should have esprit de corps, concord and cordial. Thank you, and have a wonderful, blessed day.
Thank you so much, Evangelist Ogunnaike there. Thank you so much from Djibouti. You can actually agree that he's an evangelist. Anyway, back to the studio. We're talking about Cerezo.
Yes, like I said earlier, I think this team is doing very well. I like the way they attack. They're always playing on the front foot. Lots of possessions in all the games we've played. Attacking, goal attempts, corner kicks. I like the team. I like the way they play. I like the philosophy. And then his substitutions yesterday showed how good he is actually. We saw him, he made a total of 5 subs. The 4 subs were actually very impactful. Dele Bashir coming in to get the goal. Chikwueze had an impact also from the right when he came in. And I think he's doing very well, to be honest. I've been really impressed with this Super Eagles team.
It means this Eguavon is different from the Eguavon we used to know.
Yes, it is, to be honest. I love the football.
You want to agree that the current Eguavon, because we remember what happened against Ghana, Nigerians are, in fact, no matter what Eguavon is doing right now, Nigerians are not happy. Okay, we have a caller there. Good to have you on the show, Weekend Sport.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Exactly, good to have you on the show.
Yeah, Muhammad Azifali Sukoni from Jigawa State.
Yes, how is Jigawa, Mohammed?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you.
Go on.
I like the chicken here, please.
What did you say?
I like the chicken here.
Okay.
The match was played under high intensity with very high pressure on the shoulders of Gabon and his players. But we like that his team killer pass in the final third. Because our approach was direct, we usually relied on the flanks to supply the passes to Victor Boniface. So we need 1 or 2 skillful players like Dele Bashir, who has very good footwork, who can take on the defender one-on-one. People like Gideon Okocha, he is more or less like Gideon Okocha. So you need to see players like him. If you see Iwobi is a direct player. He is not that technically sound like Dele Bashir. That is one. And then Peter Augustine Gabon used to be tactical at times. We don't have to be, they pack the balls, they employ the tactics, the Libyan team. But that is never an excuse for us to just beat them with 1 goal. I know the play against a team that defends so deep. It will be very difficult for him to break down. So we need to be clinical. We need to be tactical. You just cannot, have such instances and then you keep on wasting chances.
Okay, good one there, Mohammed.
That's my take.
Thank you so much for calling in. Really, he made some valid point there because really, Gabon needs to be decisive. It needs to, because yesterday, if you look at that game very well, it was as if something was not just clicking, something was still missing. So it needs to be more clinical. The kind of substitution he makes, the player that start the game, and also Eagles themselves. They need to be consistent. If you notice, we cannot say right now we have complete Eagles. You can see some skirmishes, you can see some things missing. Consistency needs to be there. Go out there, create that fear factor. Gone are those days when Eagles are coming to play you, you are afraid. Even at your home, you are afraid because this is Super Eagles of Nigeria. If you want to hold this player, another player is coming. You want to hold Rashidi Yekini, Amokachi is there. You hold Amokachi, Siasia, Finidi, Amoneke. All of them working well. Well, right now we have another caller. Good to have you on the show, Weekend Sport. Hello,
good morning. My name is, can you hear me? My name is Donald Nengi from Boko, Benue State.
How is Boko, Donald?
Fantastic.
I like that. Let's have it. As a Nigerian, how did you see that game yesterday?
It was very impressive. We had the 3 points, and it's making us very comfortable on the table for now. But believe me, there's going to be a lot of crackers. Because going to Libya is going to be going to fight for 3 points. And what I'm looking at most, maybe we may get a draw there. Because the pattern they used in Oyo was very, very defensive. So I'm not too sure they will rush us in Libya coming out to get 3 points against us. They will, first of all, start with the defensive and then see how we will approach the game too.
Okay.
However, I differ with Mohammed in the studio about the Libya being the best for Eguavon for now. Football is, Nigerians, they die very easily when you delay victory. At 86 points, you are giving us victory. How many people would have died? We don't know. So we want football that will start winning from first half and then make people happy, take away tension, take away this hunger that we are facing now in the country, and then live again for tomorrow. 86 minutes to win a match for Nigeria, for me, is a suicide. Let's win our match early. The way we used to do. Let's do it that year. We used to do it that year. It's better for us. And again, for me, I will choose the Benin match in Nigeria, that 3-0 that we got. And again, I will say we missed Oseme. Coming in and giving us 2 goals in a match, for me, we missed him as well. And consistency, again, consistency is what we are lacking in this Eagles team. And my final take is Eguavon is playing better than the white man who just gave us second position in the Nations Cup. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Okay, thank you so much, Donald from Boko, Benue State there. Well, he made so many points. And right now, really, it seems he has been following, because he said he disagreed with the Libya match to be his own best. Nigeria versus Benin Republic is his own best match so far under this new Eguavon. And right now, he also mentioned about consistency. He mentioned the issue of the entire player. They need to be potent at the front. Make sure you win your game early, not 86 minutes, because Nigerians can easily quickly give up. Really, but all in all, we were able to get the 3 points at stake, even though it was suicidal. As he mentioned, it was a suicide. I really love his analysis anyway. Donald, thumbs up to you from Boko. Now, back to you. You heard all he said. What can you take from that?
Yes, I mean, I also love this analysis. I mean, you could hear him saying the Benin Republic game was his favorite. I said the Libyan game was his favorite. That's to tell you how good this Super Eagles has been under Eguavon. You asked me how I rate us again under Eguavon. I mean, he picked Libyan game. That was a very good game.
No, he picked
Benin Republic game. That was a very good game. I saw that game. I could have picked it, but I picked the Libyan game. That's 2 games now. He picked Benin Republic. I picked Libya. That's to tell you how good we have been under this man. I really like Eguavon. I like what he's doing. Like you said, the new Eguavon.
The new Eguavon there. But because of our time, let's quickly run through some of the results of matches played on day 3. A lot of matches played were actually played. We have 2 sets of results there quickly. Let's have it. The result of the AFCON day 3 result. Well, while we're waiting for that particular result there, well, we know that NPFL 2 matches will be coming up this weekend. We have the fixtures quickly. So let's look at it. We're playing against United will be against Kano Pillars. Bayelsa United against Plateau. Heartland going away to El Kanemi Warriors over there in Borno State. Ikorodu City in Lagos against Bende Insurance. Rivers United will be hosting Katsina, away to Katsina as Remo Star hosts Nasarawa United. Big one there between Shooting Stars of Ibadan and Enyimba International. What a match that will be coming up this weekend. Sunshine Stars of Akure at home against Enugu Rangers. Those are the fixtures for this weekend in the MPFL. Can we still have it? The results of those matches play across Africa in the AFCON day 3 result. We have 1 and 2. We have Uganda defeating South Sudan 1-0. South Africa wallops Congo. They actually spelled Congo there. 5-0 it ended. Tunisia lost at home against Comoros. What a match. No one saw that coming. Comoros, the small island, defeated Tunisia. Gabon, Lesotho, goalless. Angola 2, Nigeria Republic 0. Cote d'Ivoire 4, Sierra Leone 1. You have Guinea-Bissau losing against Mali, while Senegal 1-2-3-4 against Malawi 4-0 there. Still talking about the results of matches played yesterday. Equatorial Guinea 1, Liberia 0. Zambia played goal against Chad. Mozambique 1-0 against Eswatini. Madagascar actually they play 1-0 against the Gambia. Madagascar they are playing draw there. Egypt 2-0 against Mauritania, and you can't take anything away from Benin Republic. Actually walloped Rwanda 1-2-3 goals to come second in our group. Nigeria, of course, we know we defeated Libya by long goal, while Kenya versus Cameroon ended 4-1 in favor of the indomitable Lions of Cameroon there. Quickly, let's look at the UEFA Nations League fixtures. Fixtures for this weekend in the UEFA Nations League. Matches will be coming up, and a lot of matches that will be played in the UEFA Nations League there. Well, we shall be facing Scotland, Poland, Portugal. Ronaldo back in the frame against Lewandowski. Who wins that battle between the two? Spain, Denmark, Finland, England. What a match, the land teams, Ing and the Finn. Greece versus Republic of Ireland, while Norway will face Austria in another match. Well, Poland, Portugal, Finland, England. England lost their game against Greece. That was a shocking moment, although no one underrated Greece. But you look at England playing at their backyard and losing that game, well, they just have to tighten themselves up right now against Finland. For Poland, Portugal, Lewandowski versus Cristiano Ronaldo. Those are the games for this weekend that we've just brought to you there. MPFL, AFCON, and also in the UEFA Nations League. So many matches across the globe in the FIFA window that we just brought to you there. Back to you, Mohamed Ali. Well, maybe you can get one more call. But I mentioned England losing against Greece, and they play away to Finland. That's their wounded lion right now. Wounded lion. They want to win. And then Portugal versus Poland. Two giants. Ronaldo, Lewandowski.
Yes, I mean, England losing against Greece was a shocker in Wembley. I think England had not lost to Wembley, to Greece in about 40 years in Wembley or more. It was a shocker. Lee Carsley, the new coach of England, or the interim coach of England, started well. He won away at Ireland, but then coming to lose at home. And he started with a very positive team. They had lots of attacking players. They had Saka, they had Palmer, they had Bellingham, they had Gordon, Declan Rice. And to lose at home, it was shocking. I mean, Greece scored first. I think Greece got 3 goals that was even disallowed for different reasons. So it was a bad result for England, to be honest. Let's see how they would react against Finland away.
Poland, Portugal.
Poland, Portugal. That's probably the star game, like you said. Lewandowski versus Ronaldo. That's a massive game. 2 players almost getting to the end of their careers in their 30s, mid 30s, maybe late 30s. Still yet, it's a blockbuster game. It should be a great game. I can't wait to watch that game, actually. Well,
we've been talking concerning matches for this weekend. The UEFA Nations League, the AFCON qualifier. The second leg will be coming up. Match days will be coming up across Africa. Nigeria will be traveling to Libya to play on Tuesday in the second leg of this crucial doubleheader in the AFCON 2025 qualifier. We need to win so that at least we can automatically say, yes, we have qualified. Then play the remaining 2 matches just for fun. We can call any player to go and play it. At least we have secured the ticket. So all they need to do now, except maybe they want to still keep it on hold, but Eagles need to go out there, shock the Libya. We saw Comoros. Comoros defeated Tunisia at home. That was a shocking one.
Yes, very shocking. I mean, it tells you about African football. There are no underdogs anymore. Comoros going away to beat Tunisia. That tells you how difficult it is. So when we are expecting Eagles to win all the games easily, I'm sorry, it probably will not be happening in football, in African football again.
If you had to pick the scoreline between Libya, Nigeria, and the second leg, what would it be?
It's going to be a difficult game. I think it will play into our hands. The Libyans will come out. They're at home with their new coach. They would want to react to the defeat in Uyo. They will come out and that will play into our hands. We have quality players that will pick them off. I think 2-0. I think we will score goals because the Libyans will come out.
Hopefully, Libyans will come out and let's score those goals there. We've been talking with Mohamed Ali in the studio, and also various callers are calling on the show to actually express their view concerning that match between Nigeria and Libya. It was a tough one, but we were able to get the 3 points at stake, and we appreciate all the callers from every location they call in from. And for Mohamed Ali, well, are you a boxer? Anyway, just pull your leg there.
No.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, good one there. For you out there, we wish you the best as we actually express your weekend. As we always tell you that sport is fitness and business. I'm Adeniyi Aji Shafe. Have a splendid weekend. And